You will break your neck, but they're pretty though. Always remember that.
Okay, we'll reconvene this meeting, and next on our agenda is Dana Smith with the maintenance report. Mr. Smith, you want to dance or sing or anything?
I'm gonna start out with appreciation of Jonah's comments, but, then we'll go right into a confession. Because I heard all these principals, talking about not reaching their targets. And it made me think of Jonah's walkways. Because if it had been up to my priorities, that walkway would have been the first project I would have done this summer. I wouldn't be over there doing it right now if it was up to me, but I have to take your all's priorities, the principal's priorities, and everybody's, and kind of wrap them into something that everybody can live with. But that those steps leading down to the buses was a real liability that we need to get rid of. And I hate that it happened when it did, even though he appreciates it happening now. That it would not have been my priority to have done it this way. With that said, the first handout that I give you is a list of the maintenance personnel. As you see, we have 5 people out in the field that works. One of them primarily is a delivery guy, which leaves us with 4. We do have 3 substitute maintenance guys, 16 painters, and I didn't count the grounds crew, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 substitute. As you see, we've got some pretty old vehicles. Over the past 10 years, we've got several of those. So we're due to get some vehicles replaced. And you know, with this staff, it makes it pretty difficult to meet everybody's needs and wish lists out there. So there's some targets we're not reaching. Is there any questions about our staff or what we have to work with?
Not at this time, we may.
Okay,
Get into
may just be
that.
good one. The next handout I have is a daily log of my visits to the schools. And I was taught to do this on like the 12th, so I'll begin the next day. So I don't have you a month of my activities. So I've got the floor over to you. And I'll go over some things I think you might be interested in.
These are things you yourself.
Yes, this is my daily log of activities where I visit schools, and things I observe, things I talk to the principals about, and I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to highlight some things I think you might be interested in. The first thing that I'll talk about is the leaks at Hamlin Grade School. I was on the roof with the contractor that we contracted to repair it this last time today. It's in pretty bad shape, so I already knew that, which is one reason I contracted to repair this stuff, because we've not had a lot of success in fixing it. It's been out of warranty for years.
I mean, which roof are we talking
Okay,
about?
we're talking-
Which building?
Well, we've got 3 roofs currently out there, but the roof that is really bad currently has a couple leaks on it, and it's the 2-story building at the grade school.
Okay, great.
And we've known for quite some time that we need to schedule that roof for replacement. It's in excess of 20 years old. The rubber is not failing as much as the seams are. And like the guy said today, you know, he thinks he can fix one of them today. And it's pretty obvious where Miss Rocco's. The other one, he wasn't sure about. You know, it's hit and miss sometimes. But I think too, based on what I look at, I think he'll have one on fixed today. I'm not so sure about the other one either. So, but he was still looking, and he was going to be there for a while. The other leak, which I didn't know about until today, it must be a recent one, was on the new addition that we built in the nineties, on the lower level, the 4 classroom addition that we built, somewhere around like 91 or something like that. We had a leak there, and it looked like it was around something that came from the wood. And both these leaks at the grade school seemed to be in seams that were in some like 2x2 roof leaks. So that's where you have a lot of leaks, is where something penetrates the roof. That's common. Any questions about the roof? I'm not going to talk anything about Gun Valley. I've already stole my thunder there at Ranger. Duval, I've checked recently on the walkway. I know there was some concerns about the blacktop crack filler that we put in and stuff not drying properly, and it didn't dry as fast as the instructions said it would. And we did it on, we did that on a Saturday, hoping that, you know, by Monday it would be dry. But I don't know if the material was old from the manufacturer or what the malfunction exactly was, but it's hard now. We're ready to finish sealing the walls. As soon as we get a decent Saturday, we'll go in and put the blacktop seal. It's fine now. I think it's going to be okay. One of the things that, and I got a handout, I didn't have enough for all of you, but something just, one of the projects we're working on is some non-slip shoes for our service employees. And it's just a catalog of some shoes that they have to select from. And I'm not talking about just maintenance and mechanics. I'm talking about, I've got some money and some staff development funds that we're going to provide shoes to any service person, whether it be cook, custodian. I'm going to buy the shoes if they agree to wear them every day. Because slips and trips are one of our, it's probably the second behind lifting issues that we have for workers' comp issues, accidents, and things like that, which is one reason I wanted to address those walks at Gun Valley before. But it's also an issue with our employees. And so, and this company that we've bought shoes from before, they actually have been known to even help pay the claims if you're wearing their shoes when you have slips and trips. The workers' comp, our new provider, has encouraged us to buy them. The Board of Risk Insurance has encouraged us to buy them. So we've got some money to take care of everybody that will agree to wear them. And some of these secretaries, I won't name any names, that like to wear a different pair of shoes every day. Well, I can't do that. But, you know, the custodians and secretaries, I think they're going to be appreciative. The other thing we've done with regard to slips and trips, where you see I've delivered some of those mats. We had some issues at some schools, especially where we had gone in and put some ceramic and some platforms, concrete platforms like at Duval, Gun Valley, and Hamlin. And then we had some issues at Midway where people were having some slip issues, and Debbie helped me find some rugs at Granger's that we thought would be really good non-slip type things to put out, and the school seemed to really like them and appreciate that we did do that. So just something else I thought I'd throw out there that I think we've made some progress on. Something else we've made some progress on is I did meet with the Allied Waste, our primary provider on our dumpsters. We went to every school, met with the principal or someone to school to get some input. We've got a plan on getting rid of the dumpsters. I don't think they realize how bad a shape some of these dumpsters are in. But there's a plan. And if it don't work, we'll change the plan. And right now, we're changing our plan of parts. We're gonna have to take one of the dumpsters out and put one larger dumpster in. But we are trying to address the garbage issues that we have. And trying to make sure that we're charged of any garbage we charge. So that's it. Let's see. Roof leaks, I recently found some roof leaks at Lincoln County High School. These are new, but they're not new in regard on what's causing them. This is on the vocational end, and we've had a lot of issues throughout that school where the building goes from one level to another, and rubber runs up and is terminated on the brick. I'd say that's probably been the source of 90% plus of the roof leaks over there. And now we've got some more. I've contacted the company that has the warranty or installed the roof. And as soon as I have the time, I'll be contacting the manufacturer to make sure they follow through and make sure that it's working out too. That's going to be an ongoing source of a problem. Okay. Parks sewer. I know that's been an ongoing problem since the school started. We have recently done some things which I wish I had done when I first got, but that was what the problem was. We recently went up there, because I was up there one day and go in the classroom, the sewer plant doesn't stink. There's no odors outside. There's no odors on the roof. I was all over the roof. But there were odors in one classroom. And it seemed to generate from the restroom that was in the classroom. It was slight. By the time I got there, it was slight. But that told me that there was likelihood that it was a commode seal. So I went back to my old plan, and which I tried to get the company that originally installed the commode. We changed that commode seal. It went a week, no way. She reported no way. So I went up there and we replaced them. We went to every classroom that had a restroom in the classroom, like preschool, kindergarten, those kind of classrooms. I believe there's 7 or 8 of them.